loaded. Let's go. Hey guys, and welcome back to another Nomadic fishing adventure. If you're new to the channel, my name is Matt and I'm currently on a bit of a mission. I'm moving across the country to the west coast, right down at the bottom of the North Island. Had a bit of a job opportunity pop up, so yeah, gonna spend the next couple of months down south, and we are currently just leaving Lake Taupo and headed down. My plan is to get to Palmerston North tonight. I don't have much of a plan. Just gotta find somewhere to park and sleep, and then it's on to Kapiti Coast for the next couple of months. So she could be a bit of an interesting one. Anyway, it's just started pissing with rain. It's not very nice, but we're on the motorway, we cruising, pulling well, we're not going very fast. See there, doing 90 clicks. We got 3 litres of turbo diesel under the hood, but it's not much use when you drive a vehicle that's the shape of a shoebox and you got the windage of a kayak on the roof. But nonetheless, we're gonna cruise on down the country, and hopefully when we get there we can get onto some fish. I don't really have much of a plan for this trip, but hopefully it don't freeze. Anyway guys, stick around, she's gonna be a bit of a bust up, and yeah, see where this mission takes us. Good old New Zealand. Heaps of roadworks. This is a little posse for the night. Pretty sure I'm allowed to camp here, but if I'm not, I'm sure someone will come and tell me off. Alright, I just set up my solar panel and this is a proper bust up, or it could have been. So I checked the back straps on my kayak, and well, we were pushing the edge a bit. She's so loose. Just drove 150 k's with loose straps, so we gotta tighten those up. Alright, home for the night, and seeing as we've got lots of sun and power coming in, I'm gonna do some editing, chill out for a bit, and then have a feed. Got some fresh gurnard from all the way in the Bay of Plenty for lunch. uppity, and I'm headed straight to Pack and Save. I need groceries because I'm pretty much out of food. I got heaps of fish, but not a whole lot of other stuff, so straight to Pack and Save, and then I'll probably hit up the gym, have a shower. I am so keen on a hot shower at the moment, and yeah, we'll just see how the day takes us. The weather is pretty iffy at the moment, so I'm not too sure what's going on, but just cruising at the moment. We'll see you when we get there, or when something else happens. You can tell we're in New Zealand because, well, there's roadworks everywhere you go. Even in the middle of nowhere, there's potholes and there's roadworks. So, yep.
Continue on State Highway 1 for 3 kilometers.
Pack and Save. Holy shit. It was so busy in there. I did not like that at all. Here we go. 22 bucks for a week's worth of groceries. Food isn't too much of an issue if you don't have to buy meat and you don't buy cheese. So 22 bucks, not too bad. Anyway, I'm gonna go find a gym and get a shower because I feel so gross right now. Well, the rain has stopped. She's been raining for like 3 hours, but we made it down to the beach to have a look at the coastline. This is the posse that I'm going to be fishing. It's going to be home base for like the next 2 or 3 months. And well, the weather's pretty crap at the moment, but I'm sure we'll get a gap and we'll be out there fishing soon. So until then, I'm just going to be cruising around. Probably need to buy some long pants. It is so cold here, but she'll be right. Anyway, next time I see you guys will probably be some stupid hour of the morning on the beach with the kayak, and yeah, hopefully there's some fishing in this video. Otherwise, she's going to be a bloody boring episode. But yeah, I'll catch you at some point on the water. Well team, the forecast these past couple of weeks has been an absolute stitch up, but we've got a good forecast for today. We've got the kayak, we've got the gears, we've even got some new gears to try out. Really excited, got some new lures and even a new rod and reel combo to test out today. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to get out there. Should be a glamour day. Anyway, it's bloody cold. Let's hit the water. Well team, pretty much as soon as I hit the water, I realized the forecast was completely wrong, and I had about 15 knots of northerly blowing against the tide, and unfortunately it's completely fried all of the audio from this trip. Oh, she's a bit suboptimal. I knew this would be the case, but I just was so keen to get out there for a fish, I figured I'd go out anyway and give it a crack. Starting off, I made my way out to about 50 meters of water, set my sea anchor up, and one thing about the Kapiti coast that I'm learning is the tide is so strong. This day it was so strong that I was drifting into the 15 knots of wind as well as a metre of swell. But I rigged up a slide lure with a little bit of fish bites on the end of each hook. I did this just because the water was very murky and I wanted to add a little bit of flavour to the lure. My theory behind this was if the fish couldn't see it, at least they could smell it. After a few long hours drifting around in the cold, I finally managed to come tight, and I'll just let the footage play for itself. We've struck first blood here, but it might be my worst nightmare. It might be a kahawai. It is too. Beautiful. Oh, this is the first fish I've caught in about a month. Got the dog. There we have it. The first fish on the west coast, and in some less than ideal conditions, but I am very happy. It's only a kahawai, but I don't care at this point. The weather's been so bad, I'm just glad to get a fish here. With this kahawai being the only fish to show for 3 hours of hard work out in the deep water, I made the move into some shallower water where it was a little bit more sheltered. Dropped down the same setup, and pretty much straight away it was into a fish. Alright, here we go. This fish swam straight to the surface and quickly revealed itself to be a kahawai. After a few acrobatic jumps, it was quickly landed, and I was eyeing it up as a feed. With the lack of fish in my diet, I had no hesitation in giving this guy the icky spike before bleeding him out and dropping him in the chill. Pretty much straight away after I redeployed the lures, I was into another fish. And before long, they were practically jumping into the boat. Very big kahawai. What the? Just jumped into the boat. Here we go. Another beautiful kahawai. Smoked it on the rock. Beautiful little kahawai. Shit, yeah. Whoa, bugging me. Well, that's one way to do it. Holy smokes. We made it. Holy shit. Stay put, buddy. Alright, so the weather was a little bit of a stitch up today. Didn't manage to film much. I'm soaking wet and really cold, but I did get a good feed of kahawai. So my plan is to shoot back to the van, put some dry clothes on, fill it up with fish, and have a feed. Got a beautiful little posse for it. I am freezing. Got a nice little posse, and I reckon that right over there looks like a good spot to fill it up some fish. So chuck the filling board and stuff, wheel the kayak over, and get some fish ready for lunch. I am starving hungry. Grab a fillet board. Yeah, that'll do. One of them. One of them. I think that's everything. How good is this? Look at that perfect fillet bench right on the road is worn away, and well, that's good news for me, and meant got a fair few kawa in there. Not bad, I reckon, not bad. Awesome. It's been a minute since I filleted a fish. Probably the longest I've gone in over a year without filleting. Been a good 2.5, 3 weeks. That's alright. Doing it now. Go and rinse this board off, and we'll skin them. Quickly whip the skins off, and we're sitting pretty. And I think these two smaller ones, they're gonna be lunch right now, I reckon. I'll get 2 sandwiches out of that. That's the hope anyway. But that is me sorted. Well, all the fish is filleted up, and I'm pretty hungry, so I'm gonna get a feed. But before I do, I thought I'd just give a massive thank you to the team at Burnsco and Okuma for hooking me up with this new slow jig setup. So they've hooked me up with a Cortez 5CS with a tournament concept PE 1-3 150 gram slow jig reel rod. And let me just say, using this thing today was an absolute dream. I don't think that Kahawai did it quite justice, but a huge thank you to those guys for hooking this up. And also, a huge thank you to a guy called Mark that I met on the beach the other day. He seen I had a kayak, he ran over to me, and he gave me his own lure. So, the lure you've seen me using today, he literally made it himself. And he seen me with the kayak and he was like, "Oh bro, I fish off a kayak, these are the lures you want, try this out." So Mark, if you're watching this, thank you very much for this lure. It worked a treat today. Anyway, I'm gonna get a feed. Cheers guys. The old off-brand Coleman stove, What do we need? Probably a pan and a pot. Grab that little jobby. He'll do good. Look at this, I even got ingredients today. Somewhere. Check that out. Tin of tomatoes. Whole $1.50 from Pack and Save. And I need an onion and the fish, and that's about it. Oh, yeah, sweet. Yep, that's on. Using the filleting knife because why not? Whack them in the pot with a bit of coconut oil. Alright, that'll do. Sweet. Damn, that smells good. Alright, I reckon let that cook for like 10 minutes and then we'll make a fish sandwich and we're good. Alright, while that's cooking down, I'm just going to take care of a few things. I need to go in here, grab the first aid kit. But surprise, surprise, it's not actually a first aid kit. It's full of fishing tackle. And this is a tip that I have for anyone who's wanting to keep their fishing gear for a long time, make it last. Is a bit of this tackle guard. Something I always do after every trip, just for maintenance really, is spray down all of my reels with a bit of tackle guard, and then I just wipe them down with a towel, and it adds like a protective coating. I'm not sponsored or anything, it's just how I keep look after my gear. So and yes, I'm using the same tea towel I use to dry my dishes, but fishing gear comes before the dishes, so that'll just like put like a barrier over the reel and help to stop salt corrosion and everything ruining your gear while you're not using it. So that's that done. Anyway, back to lunch. Cook some fish. Bit of coconut oil. Coconut oil is supposed to be healthy, so this is healthy, I reckon. And if anyone can relate to this, this stuff is the worst bread unless it's toasted. Once it's toasted, it's the best bread. But if you eat this stuff raw, you're a psychopath. So we'll toast some bread. Good enough. Might even hit it with a bit of the old lemon juice. This is an impulse decision. On the bread. Beautiful. Some soup. Soup, fish sandwiches, mint. I'm hungry. I don't want to burn my lap, so I'm gonna be smart about this. Well, while I wait for my meal to cool down, I thought I'd just give you guys a little update on what's going on with me and the channel. So basically, I've moved down south here. I'm on the Kapiti coast for the next 2 months, and the weather has just been really, really bad. Like, even today it was forecast, this is the best forecast I've had since I got here. Forecast to be like 5 knots, and it's currently blowing like, you can't really see it, blowing like close to 20 knots out there. The fishing was an absolute struggle today, but I mean, we still got a mean feed, so I can't complain. But I think really there's probably not going to be as many videos as I'd like there to be coming up, but rest assured, when the weather is good, I will be out there, and I'll be trying to get some fishing in, because I want to go fishing just as much as you guys. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with me. This video's been a little bit all over the place, but I thought I might as well chuck it on the internet and see what you guys think. Anyway, I reckon this meal's cooled down enough, so let's get us a bite. We're going tomato soup, spoon straight on to the sandwich, and then straight to the dome, I reckon. It's a pretty aggressively big piece of fish for the bread, so. Oh, that was a cock up. Just dropped it all. Alright, here goes. Was it worth it? Was moving across the country worth it to get this meal? Let's see. Well, that is pretty bloody good. I don't know if it was worth moving across the country to the coldest part of the North Island where the weather's really shit, but this is a mean feed. And the soup. That is good. That is so good. I'm gonna have this, and then I don't know what I'm doing after this, but oh, that filled in the gap. That was a mean feed. And pretty much 2 weeks straight it's been thunder and lightning every night, raining all day, and things just haven't really been going to plan. Had heaps of problems with the van leaking, and it's been pretty hard to get out here. We finally got a nice day, and even today it was pretty crap. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. It was a bit random, but trying to make things work here. Anyway, if you did enjoy it, then feel free to subscribe, drop a comment, give it a like. It helps me out a lot. And until next time, guys, tight lines, and I'll catch you in the next one.